Hello! This video will show you just how easy it is to set up your own version of EmpowerDB to collect the information required for the VOCA quarterly report, how to automatically generate the numbers that will appear on the report, and how to make some administrative changes that let you support things like multiple VOCA contracts and different service types. At any time, you can jump to the different sections of this video using the chapter markers below. Alright, let's get started. To set up your free account, simply go to empowerdb.com and click on the Join menu. In this example, we'll be setting up a free account, but you can read more and watch this video about the benefits available of our two paid accounts. Here is the list of templates. This video is about the VOCA only template. But if you also have OVW or FIPSA funding, you may want to use one of these combined templates instead and watch the training video associated with that template. The rest of this join form should be pretty straightforward and should only take you a couple of minutes. Once you've got this form completed, press submit and your system will be created in seconds. You'll just need to click a verification link that will be sent to your email and then log in with the credentials that you entered on this form. Once you're all signed in, you'll be at the EmpowerDB homepage. If you'd like to add additional users to your account, you can do so by visiting the staff list here and clicking the Add New Staff link up top. The fields here should be pretty self-explanatory. Remember, you can add as many users as you'd like. There are a few other parts of the system you can customize to improve how you collect data for your report, but I'll save those until the end of the video. Let's get started looking at how to enter data. On the homepage is this Add Activities module. We find that for many organisations, activities data like services, referrals and groups can be the type of information that gets entered the most. That's why this Add Activities module is right on the homepage, to make that as easy as possible. To add individual client activities, we simply select the name of a client already in the system. I'll show you how to add a new client in a moment. Then make sure the date field is correct. This will always default to today's date. And finally, select which VOCA service and referral types were provided. If you provided more than one service or referral type in the same session, simply click the plus icon here and select those additional items. One session can have as many service or referral types as you'd like. You can also include some notes about the session if you'd like to. These don't get used for the VOCA report, but they're just here in case it's helpful to you. Click Submit and the activities are added. To enter in groups data, click on the Groups button here. Select the date and the group type. Then enter in each of the attendees like this. Again, the notes for the groups are optional and don't actually get used for the VOCA report. We can submit this group and the data has been saved. There are a couple of ways to view the activities data that you enter. One handy way is by looking in your Activities calendar. This calendar icon will be available on all pages in the system. Here we can see the entries we just made. We can edit these entries, delete them, add new entries on specific dates, or switch to view this information in an outline view. So, those are the Add Activities module's basics. I do just want to mention that subscribers of our paid plans can have a variety of other activity types, inputs and other options here. You've just been given what's needed for the VOCA report. We'd be happy to talk to you more about what other features can be added here to help you with your work. Now I can show you how to add new clients into the system. From the homepage, we can click Add Client up top. That brings us to this data entry form. You should already be very familiar with these questions and recognise them as relating to the VOCA report. The questions highlighted in yellow are the more important data points that appear on the VOCA report. You'll still be able to save the record with them blank, but you should do your best to answer them where possible. The first and last name fields don't get used for the report. They just help you to look up this client again later. Please remember that the information saved on EmpowerDB is encrypted with a key that is only saved on your machines. It is impossible for EmpowerDB staff or our hosting providers to read the names you enter into the system. As you're entering in the client name, keep an eye on the existing client check on the right. If you enter a client with a similarly spelled name as someone who already exists in the system, you'll receive a notice here. I wanted to be sure to point out this birthday age field as it's a bit unique to EmpowerDB. If you know a client's exact birthday, the system will always know their age and know what age range category to put them in. However, if you don't know someone's exact birthday, you can enter their estimated age. Having this estimated age field be a list of ages to pick from lets us accurately report this client in the right age range category as the years go by and they age into a different category. The last thing to note here is this incidents section. It's inside what EmpowerDB calls a point-in-time block of information. This allows us to enter separate incident entries for each victimization situation this client has disclosed. So, if someone discloses to you that they experienced domestic violence today, then next month discloses different types of abuse experienced in a separate victimization, you can click this Include Additional Incident button here. The incident questions will be repeated, and you can answer the questions about this newly disclosed type of abuse. Since the VOCA report only asks one question about someone's abuse, this method is a little superfluous. You can also just choose in the same entry all the types of victimizations and not worry about separating them by incident. Either way you do it, the VOCA report will recognise all the options selected for this client and include them in the relevant sections. Scrolling further down this Add New Client form, we see the Add Activities module again. This exists here to let you easily add any activities provided during this client's intake. It behaves exactly like the form I showed you on the home page. Before we click the Add New Client button at the bottom, keep in mind that this page just includes the questions needed for the VOCA report. Subscribers of our multi-use plan can have as many questions as they want to track contact information, case management data, and any other fields that you or your funders require. All right, we're all set with this client. We can click the Add New Client button below. Their record is created and we are taken right to their client page. In the future, we can get back to the client record by clicking on the lookup box on the top right and entering the client name or ID number that the system assigns. The client's unique ID number can be found underneath their name in the client record view. From this page, we can change any of the information we already entered for the client. And we can also view their activities outline to get a summary of the sessions that have been recorded for this client by all users in the organisation. Subscribers of our multi-use plan can finally control which users are able to see which activities. And that's really all there is to collecting all of the information that you need to generate your VOCA quarterly report. Now let's take a look at the automated reporting tool to see just how easy it is to take all of that data and transform it into the numbers that you see on your VOCA quarterly report. To access the VOCA report, click on the Reports link on the home page. Then click on the VOCA quarterly report. Select the quarter you want to run the report for and click Continue. At the top, we see a list of all the clients the report has determined are new clients or ongoing clients. The report does know to treat everyone as new again in the new fiscal year. If a client is missing some important information, their row will be highlighted in yellow. You can click on their record to enter in any data that is missing. And now, when you scroll down, these are the report results. Everything is formatted to look just how it looks on the VOCA report from OVC. Each number can be clicked on to get a look at which clients or activities make up that number. That way you can be fully confident in the accuracy of what you're seeing. Once you confirm that everything you see is correct, you can transcribe the numbers you see into the OVC webpage or the format that your state has given you, or you can export this data to a spreadsheet format we've created by using the export button on the right. Pretty easy, right? Now imagine all of the things you could be doing with your time instead of hand counting the numbers for your VOCA report. Now, for many of you, that's all you need to know, so please feel free to stop the video here. But if you're interested, there are also some other customizations that even users of our free service can add to their system. First, this template supports the ability to have multiple VOCA contracts. You would just add each as a separate program in EmpowerDB. From the homepage, go to the Database Administration section. Select Programs, and then Add New Program on the top right. Put in the name of this other contract and make sure that all the other fields are answered. After this program is created, you may want to go back to the original program the system created for you and change its name to be something more descriptive. With multiple programs, the Add Activities module now asks which contract each activity was for, so it knows which report to include it in. And you can also set your various user accounts to only have permission to see clients in particular programs. Next, you can also customize the list of services, referrals, and groups that appear in the Add Activities module. From the homepage, go to Database Administration, select one of the two activity types here you'd like to modify, and select the option to add a new type on the top right. For example, let's say you want to be able to track specific names of other victim service programs you refer out to. You can enter each as its own referral type, and then have that referral type mapped to VOCA's Other Victim Service Program option. Now, when a new referral is added as this type, the VOCA report will know to count this as a referral to another victim service program. You might also want to do this for your groups list. If you hold a variety of different support groups, you can make one for each and just make sure they're all selected as being VOCA qualifying groups. Then the report will know to include each in the C5 support group section. So, those are all the customizations that are available to users of our free plan. If you upgrade to our paid plan, we'd be happy to make any other customizations to the way that this report generates your data. We have over a decade of experience working with hundreds of VOCA-funded organisations across the country. So believe me when I say that we've been asked to do it all when it comes to how to set this report up. There is additional information in our documentation section available on the homepage. For example, you might be interested in this article on how to delete or merge clients. You can also contact us via the support section here. But remember that subscribers of our free plan will only be able to let us know about any errors that they might be experiencing, or reach out to us about upgrading to one of our other plans. I hope this video has been helpful to you and that you are as excited as we are to be able to provide this functionality for free to VOCA-funded organisations across the country. If you're interested in upgrading to our multi-use plan, we'd be delighted to help you to build a system that includes all of the other information that your organisation collects, that meets all of your other reporting needs with our advanced reporting tools, uploads files to client records, collects data directly from clients or volunteers via off-site forms, and literally so much more, so please feel free to reach out to us if you'd like any further information about how we can assist you. Thank you and take care.